Hi, this is Happy Bird from happybirdsglitternest.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make this super lightweight little keychain. And it's lightweight because it is made from white felt that is ribbed. I bought this felt at Walmart the other day for 33 cents per rectangle, and it's enough to make, each rectangle is enough to make 5 of these keychains. You can also turn these into Christmas ornaments if you'd like, and I'll show you how to do that at the very end of the video. But like I said, these are really lightweight. I bought the gold buttons, the little 1-inch gold buttons at Walmart as well, and there were 10 in a pack for $1.97. So you use 2 buttons on each one of these, so the buttons will also make 5 and of the keychains. And this is all acrylic, and I have links to where you can buy this bling here and this little chain. I paid $2.10 for the chain, and that was with free shipping for a yard. So this is very inexpensive. This is the little filigrees that I ordered during Christmas time, and I used these on one of my spoons, and I just hot glued with the Gorilla hot glue. A little bling that I got from Walmart, and this is just a little lobster claw. You can find these all over eBay, and I'll tell you more about that as we go along. And before we start the tutorial, I want to invite you to my friend Craftie's YouTube channel. She has a wonderful channel with all kinds of crafts, and she posts all the time. And I'll give you the link to her YouTube channel down below in the Show More drop-down bar, as well as on my blog. And I'd really appreciate it if you would go over there and show her some love and tell her that Happy Bird sent you. So with that said, we'll get started making this. I'll stop my yakking. And here we go. Okay, so we have our ribbed felt, and I'm going to cut this right on the line here. 8 ridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what's nice about this is you can just follow the line. Just like so. We're just going to cut all the way down to the end. Like so. So now we have a piece that looks like this. Okay, I also bought a pack of these really pretty 1-inch gold buttons at Walmart. They have them hanging up with the other buttons, and there's 10 of them in a package for $1.97. And this will make 5 keychains out of the package. And if I didn't tell you this before, it'll make each sheet of ribbed felt will also make 5 keychains. So you're also going to need some 20 gauge non-tarnish wire, and this is, you can find this at any craft store. So I'm going to cut about 7.5 inches of this. So let me measure it here. Off to the side. Yeah, about like that. And I'm just going to take my wire straighteners and just kind of straighten it out a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you don't have wire straighteners, just take a soft cloth and just do this, you know, with a soft cloth in between your fingers. And like I said, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, just the best you can. Okay, so I'm going to fold this in half evenly so it looks like a U. And then I'm going to take one of my buttons And I'm just going to place this wire through one hole and then directly across the other hole. Oops, got to do it this way. I'm sorry. On this side because I want the ridge of the button to show at the top. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Popped out. Okay. So now I'm just going to pull this on through. And just going to leave a little bit popping up like that. Just enough to be able to slip a ribbon through or place charms on. It depends on which end of the keychain you're going to use. And you're just going to hold it like this with your fingers. Because with the rest of this, you're just going to twist this at the bottom. Give it a little twist. Like that. And don't worry about the button being loose. I'll show you what we'll do to fix that at the end. So what you're going to do is just keep twisting this all the way down the end. And you're going to leave a little bit at the end that is not twisted. I'll show you what I mean. About like that. Okay, hold on. Yeah. I would leave about an inch at the bottom. And I'll show you why in a minute. But in the meantime, you're going to flip this ribbed piece of felt over. And at the very end, you're going to place a line of glue, hot glue. And just lay this button butt up against the felt. And just put this like that. Make sure it's nice and even with the button. Like so. And then you can just continue rolling like this. Don't worry about the button being loose. We'll work on that next. We're just going to roll and roll. And I'm just using this end part to turn. And these are so nice and lightweight. Okay, so at the very end, I'm going to put a line of hot glue. And then just continue like this. And then seal it. Now, this wiggly part, I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue underneath that. Just run it all the way around. And then push the button down. Like so. Okay. Now this part here, we twisted it all the way to the end. We're going to hold this up at the top. We're going to untwist this part. And I'm just going to press these like so, kind of make it to where I can get the button through. Doesn't have to be perfect, as you can tell. Just going to slip this button now, and we're doing this at the bottom because we want the ridged part to show at the top, like so. Just push that on through, like that, and then just continue twisting all the way to the top, like so. Just like that. Okay? Now I'm going to come back in with my hot glue and run it underneath here all the way around. Push this down. Hold it for a few seconds. Just like that. Alright? And what's left here at the top, I'm just going to cut that off. Okay? And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and just kind of bend it like this. Just keep bending it. You might want to give it a little back bend here. And then just continue rolling like so. And then just give it a little gentle squeeze to kind of straighten it up. And then we have the part where we hang our charms from. And we want this facing forward, but if you want, you can kind of turn this by holding this. Have both of them facing that direction. So that's pretty much about it for the base right here. And you could do a lot of things with this base. It doesn't have to be a blingy keychain. There's so many different things you can do. And this also makes a great replacement if you don't have the corks from the wine bottles to use. You can just make your own little bases using this. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some of this bling, and I ordered some more because I'm just about out. I have a link to my favorite seller who sells this, so I'll make sure to give you that link as well. And I'm going to start here, right here on the seam. Place a stripe of hot glue at the end. And I'm going to make this right in the middle. You can tell by the ridges where you're at. And that's what I love about this, is you can follow the ridges and make everything nice and even when you're doing this all the way around. So I'm just going to hold this here for just a second until it dries. And just about every other one. And I love this glue gun because it does detail work like this. And just evenly wrap it, following the lines all the way around. You don't have to put a ton of hot glue on this. All the way around. And then when you get to the end, just cut it off there. So let me get my little scissors. And I try to get all of these little fuzzies off when I cut this, because I don't like the fuzzies to show. Yeah. glue that little bit right here. Just the teeniest, tiniest amount. Like so. Okay. So now we have the middle part. And so the next thing I'm going to use is this double chain that I ordered also from my favorite seller. And I think I paid $2.10 per yard, plus free shipping. Sometimes it goes up a quarter, down a quarter, but I will give you the link for this. This is the same chain that I used to wrap around the neck of my crosses. And, well, some of them, not all of them. This is really super lightweight. I love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this chain and I'm going to hot glue it right here, touching the bottom of the bling, and also here, touching the top of the bling all the way around. Okay? And I hear my little dog whining at my door. I have to let her in because if I don't, she'll just continue. So hold on. Okay, so I'm going to find that back line here. I'm going to start there. And I'm just going to put a very thin stripe of glue, hot glue. Just give it a little start there. And I'm just going to continue doing that all the way around. And with this mini detail hot glue gun, it's great because it makes really thin lines. And I'm just following the ridge. Just going all the way around like so. And when I get close to the end, I can kind of see where I need to cut it off. And maybe it cuts very clean. Okay, so now I'm going to look closely. Let's see what we have. Yeah, and then I'm going to put a little tiny dot hot glue right here. And it really holds this well. Yeah. And then I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. I'm going to start right here, all the way around. This part of it is really fun to do. Just like so. You can pull any hot glue you see off. Then as we get close to the end, you can see where this needs to be cut off. I think for this one right about here. There we go. And I think with this one down here. I probably could have cut off one more, but I can fix that up later. Okay, so now I'm going to use my 3mm metallic gold chain, and you can find this on eBay. I just ordered some pearl chain on eBay, but this is metallic gold, 3mm. I'm sure they have it on Etsy too. Okay, and so I'm going to start here. It's kind of hard to tell now where the back is. I have to depend on looking through here and here. So I'm going to start here and put a little bit of glue all the way around like this. And then like this. And when I first started making this, I was just kind of figuring it out as I went. Yeah, any little hot glue strings you can get afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off about here. There we go. Like so. And then now I'm going to do the bottom part. Let's start here. Wrap it around. Like so. And then just continue to wrap it clear around. And then cut it at the end. Okay. And then I'm going to do one right here in the middle between these two pieces of bling. So let's see if I can find where I started. It's hard to see now. Let's see, I think back here somewhere. Yeah, right around here. So I'm going to start right here. Just wrap it on around like this. And then just continue. Continue to go around, and then you'll be able to see where you need to cut this off. Right here. Okay. And then, of course, at the end you can pull off all the little strings that you see. So this is what we have so far. And the rest is very simple. I picked up these little heart lobster claws, and you can find these all over eBay and Etsy. And these are approximately, I think, let me find my caliper tool. Okay, so the whole thing is approximately 26 millimeters, and it's about 12 millimeters wide. Now, it doesn't have to be exact. You can buy this a little larger if you want. And each one of these also came with a real strong gauge jump ring. And I'm thinking that this is probably maybe an 18 gauge. So what I'm going to do is just take my flat nose pliers and open this up. I have to see where the split is on here. Hold on. My eyes are not... I think I can feel it. Yeah, I can feel it better than anything. Okay, so just going to bend this like this. Oops, there it is. Okay, I'm just going to bend this like this, and then slide this through. And I'm going to put this here at the top. Just going to slide it on through there, and then close it. And I think this is about, let's see, for the jump ring, I should have measured this beforehand. It's about okay, hold on for a second. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so these are pretty close to a 9 millimeter, but if you use a 10 millimeter, that's not going to hurt you, or an 8 millimeter if you can't find the 9 millimeter. Okay, and then the very bottom here, I bought these Filigrees right around Christmas time, and I bought them because I believe I was using these on the spoons. So I'm going to take one here that's looks like that. See, there's a back, there's a flat side to it, and then front side to it. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue a little piece of bling from Walmart right here in the middle, and then also in the back. Okay, so we're going to do that first. Okay, so for this little filigree, I'm using 2 of the little 9 millimeter bling pieces that I got from this huge sheet of gemstones at Walmart, and I think it was $2.48 or something like that I paid for it. And so I'm just going to make sure that I have all these little connector pieces torn off so it doesn't show, the little rubbery ones. There we go. Get that off there. Okay. So I'm just going to place a little bit of hot glue on the back and stick it right in the middle, like so. And then flip it over in the back and do the same thing here. Okay, my fingers are so cold this morning that I'm having a hard time moving them. Okay, there we go. So now, I'm just going to take a little 8 millimeter strong gauge jump ring, that I have. And as you can see, I already opened it up like this. So I'm just going to place this right in the little filigree. And I'm just going to hook it right here at the bottom and then close it. Just going to make sure it's completely closed. And then pull off any little strings that you might see here and there and everywhere. And then you have this beautiful little keychain, and it's super duper lightweight. The only thing that adds any kind of weight to it would be this, and that is not weighty. So, I mean, it's really durable. So it'll take some banging around. And like I said, you can just use the white felt as a base. You don't have to decorate it like I did. I would love to see your own version. You're welcome to come to my Facebook group. I'd love to have you. It's called Happy Birds Glitter Nest. It's a closed group, and we have a lot of wonderful ladies and gents on there that share their crafts. And so just, you know, come to my Facebook and click on where it says join. And there's a couple of questions you have to answer, and then I'll approve you. Oh, and before I go, I told you I was going to show you what you could do with this. I bought this little rhinestone reindeer from my favorite seller for a little over $2, and that included free shipping. And I was thinking, since this is made of felt, you could just, see, slip that right on through. And here's the point right here, and you just close it up, and you'll have a really blingy Christmas ornament here. And they have these pens all over eBay. They have them anywhere from like 75 cents on up a piece, and different ones like rhinestone reindeer, rhinestone snowmen, rhinestone Christmas trees. And the sellers, most of them are from China. But that's just one little idea. And of course, I'll give all the links that I can give you down below the drop-down bar where it says show more. Click on those words, and then the drop-down bar will open up. And I'll also place it on my blog. But I just kind of wanted to show you that little idea. I'd love to see your own version. And like I said before, come to my Facebook page and share your craft photos with me. It doesn't have to be craft photos of this specifically. It could be any crafts you're working on right now. I'd love to see them. So with that said, all of you take care, and God bless you. Bye-bye.